Sorry, it's really early in the morning. Well, it's pretty early for me. It's 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. So when I was 17, I was still in high school, and I have always wanted to have that connection to Kosovo, and understand how my people think. And I never really got that because growing up in Vancouver, there's not many Albanian people here. I like to say that my family's kind of stuck in 1999. I can't really rely on my parents as much anymore because they think that Kosovo is still the same as back when they were there, and it's not. That in the last 21 years, coming on to 22 years being in Canada, I've only been to Kosovo 5 or 6 times. So a lot of the time, I really have to do my own research. I have to talk to my family back home, my cousins who are majority of the same age as me, and we discuss like really different topics. For example, my name is Hana, right? And a lot of people in Canada call me Hana. And so I understand it's a different culture, it's a different language, and I've kind of like, okay, I'm Hana here, but at home I'm Hana. And it wasn't actually until I met my boyfriend, every time he would call me Hana, I felt like a different person. So I was like, can you please call me Hana? And he's like, yeah, sure. But he was the one who was like, why do you let people call you Hana? Like, that's not your name. And I was like, well, that's like the Canadian side of me. And then Hana is the Albanian side of me. And I was struggling with this for the last couple of years where I was like, why can't I be both? And how can I be both? My boyfriend is Caribbean Canadian. So having a Black person in my family is also like has been faced with a lot of, reservation because that's something new, not accepted in the Albanian community. So going back home and seeing how my family would react to me, just knowing that I have a Black boyfriend, it was just really positive, and I was really thankful for that. Just recently with the Black Lives Matter movement, Kosovo 2.0 had a writer who wrote a piece from the US, and I read it, and it was really resonating with me and that person's experience, especially the part where you have to discuss these topics in the home. It's nice to know that it's not just me. It's like if I see a headline Kosovo 2.0 and let's say I don't really understand the government portion of it, I am asking my cousins like, hey guys, what's going on? What's happening with the voting system? What's happening with this? What's happening with that? It just sparks conversation. But basically, yeah, Kosovo 2.0 has become really my go-to. So it definitely helps me keep a piece of myself there as well. So I think that's really important. A lot of the times I have misconceptions about my own country, about my own people. So for me, it's all about the connection, staying in the loop. What it means for Kosovo, I think you guys are giving the country a voice. I always feel like Kosovo is so diverse with its people and its population. And I feel like it's like a little mini Canada. And a lot of people, I think, don't see it that way, or don't want to see it that way. But I think it's really important to try to really be inclusive of everyone, respect everyone, and continue on that path.